So, you think you could survive as a Viking? Let's see how you measure up to the real thing, shall we? Prepare yourself, modern seeker, for a journey through time that will test your mettle against the fierce Norse of old. You fancy yourself a warrior, don't you? Strutting about in your fancy gym clothes, lifting weights, and imagining yourself wielding an axe. But Vikings weren't just the bloodthirsty brutes you see in Hollywood films. Oh no, they were far more complex than that. These were people who could plow a field as skillfully as they could swing a sword. Can you say the same, O brave one of the modern world? Picture this. You're not just expected to raid and pillage. Your daily life would be filled with back-breaking labor, from dawn till dusk, tilling the soil, tending to livestock, and crafting tools with your own hands. No cushy office job here, my friend. How are those soft palms holding up already? But let's say you've got the strength for it. Can you sail? And I don't mean your little weekend jaunts on a yacht. I'm talking about navigating treacherous seas in a long ship, using nothing but the stars and your wits. No GPS to guide you home, no life jackets to keep you afloat. Just you, the vast ocean, and the ever-watchful eyes of the gods. Still feeling confident? Speaking of the gods, you'd better brush up on your Norse mythology. These weren't just bedtime stories, but a way of life. Every action, every decision was weighed against the will of the Aesir and Vanir. Do you have the wisdom to interpret the signs and omens that surround you? Or would you foolishly anger the gods with your modern skepticism? Now, let's talk about honor. In the Viking world, your word was your bond. Break a promise, and you might as well exile yourself. There's no hiding behind screens or ghosting your clan members here. You live and die by your reputation. How's your track record looking now, oh trustworthy one? And don't think you can just keep your head down and avoid conflict. When the call to arms comes, and it will come, you'll better be ready to fight. Not for glory or riches, mind you, but for your very survival and the honor of your clan. Can you stand shoulder to shoulder with your shield brothers and sisters, facing down an enemy that wants nothing more than to send you to Valhalla? But perhaps you think you'd fare better as a Viking woman? Don't be so quick to assume an easier life. While it's true that Norse women enjoyed more rights than many of their contemporaries, their lives were far from easy. Managing a household, raising children, and often defending the homestead while the men were away. All this while navigating a strict social hierarchy, where your place was determined by birth and marriage. Still think you can handle it, modern maiden? Now, here's something that might surprise you. For all their fearsome reputation, Vikings were surprisingly concerned with personal hygiene. That's right, you'd be expected to keep yourself clean and well-groomed. No more skipping showers or letting your beard grow wild. Combs, tweezers, and ear spoons have been found in Viking graves. How's that for shattering stereotypes? But don't get too comfortable with these familiar grooming habits. The rest of Viking life would be a far cry from your cozy modern existence. Imagine living in a longhouse, sharing space with extended family and even livestock. Privacy, a luxury you can forget about. And forget your memory foam mattress. You'll be sleeping on straw or furs, if you're lucky. Let's not forget about the food. Hope you like fish, because it's going to be a staple of your diet. Along with porridge, bread, and whatever meat you can hunt or raise, no late-night pizza deliveries or fancy lattes here. You eat what you can produce or trade for, and you better develop a taste for fermented shark meat, if you want to fit in with your Norse brethren. Now let's talk about that Viking wanderlust. Sure, you might think you're well-traveled because you've been on a few package holidays, but can you match the exploratory spirit of the Norse? These were people who sailed to North America centuries before Columbus. They established trade routes stretching from Baghdad to the British Isles. Your weekend city breaks pale in comparison to their epic journeys. And what about your artistic side? Vikings weren't just warriors and farmers. They were poets and craftsmen too. The intricate knotwork designs on their jewelry and weapons are still marveled at today. Can you compose a skaldic verse on the spot, weaving complex metaphors and alliterations? Or are you more comfortable with your 280-character tweets? But perhaps the most challenging aspect of Viking life for you modern folk would be the concept of fate. The Norse believed that everyone's destiny was predetermined, woven by the Norns at the foot of Yggdrasil. Yet this fatalism didn't lead to passivity. No, it inspired them to live boldly, to make their mark on the world before their thread was cut? How would you face each day, knowing that your fate was sealed, but your actions still mattered? Let's not forget the harsh realities of Viking justice. Fail to uphold your honor or avenge a slight against your family, and you might find yourself declared nothing, a person without honor, lower than the lowest slave. Exile was a common punishment, and in the unforgiving Norse world it was often a death sentence. How long do you think you'd last before running afoul of these strict codes? As we near the end of our journey through Viking life, it's time for some hard truths. Most of you modern seekers wouldn't last a week in the world of the Norse. Your comforts have made you soft, your technologies have dulled your instincts, and your individualistic society has left you ill-prepared for the tight-knit, honor-bound culture of the Vikings. But take heart. The very fact that you're here, testing yourself against the measure of these ancient warriors, shows that perhaps a spark of that Viking spirit still burns within you. Maybe, just maybe, with enough determination and a willingness to embrace the harsh realities of Norse life, you could carve out a place for yourself among the fjords and longhouses. So, how Viking are you really? Drop your score below and subscribe to the Druid's Vault for more ancient tests of worth. Who knows? You might just discover that beneath your modern exterior beats the heart of a true Norse warrior. Or you might realize you're better suited to the comforts of the 21st century. Either way, you've embarked on a journey of self-discovery that would make even the most seasoned Viking explorer proud.